Welcome to a journey through the shadowed corridors of history, where myth and reality intertwine. We delve into the chilling saga of witch hunts, a phenomenon that swept across continents and centuries, leaving behind a legacy of fear, superstition, and profound injustice. Join us as we unravel the truths and tales of one of history's darkest chapters. This is the story of the witch hunts. Long before the term witch hunt entered our lexicon, ancient civilizations practiced diverse pagan rituals, often venerating natural elements and deities. As Christianity spread across Europe, it often confronted pagan practices. Early church leaders, perceiving a threat, began demonizing these ancient traditions, laying the groundwork for later persecutions. In medieval communities, fear of the unknown and misunderstood germinated into suspicion. Those who defied social norms or held old beliefs were often ostracized, setting the stage for future witch hunts. By the late Middle Ages, the witch hunt had begun in earnest. Accusations often stemmed from personal vendettas, hysteria, or misunderstood natural events. The Malleus Maleficarum, or the Hammer of Witches, published in 1487, profoundly influenced the witch hunts. It served as a guidebook, endorsing the persecution and providing detailed methods for identifying and interrogating suspected witches. To identify witches, inquisitors employed various methods. The swimming test, where the accused were thrown into water to see if they floated, and the pricking test, searching for insensitive spots on the skin, were common yet deeply flawed practices. Those found guilty of witchcraft faced severe punishments. Most common was execution, often by burning at the stake. These public executions were meant not only as a punishment but also as a stark warning to others. One profound figure, that was once hailed as a hero alongside Joan of Arc in the 100 Years' War, Gilles de Rais' life takes a dark turn. Once a celebrated war hero, his extravagant lifestyle leads him down a path shrouded in dark rumors and heinous acts within the walls of his own castle. In a shocking revelation, Gilles is accused of unspeakable crimes, the abduction and murder of children. Gilles de Rais faces allegations of witchcraft and the unspeakable crime of child murder. The trial captures the attention and horror of all of France. Gilles de Rais is executed in 1440, his story becoming the stuff of legend. Over time, he is both reviled and romanticized, even inspiring the infamous tale of Bluebeard. Like our video to keep the history gremlins at bay, and hit subscribe to join our legion of time travelers, no time machines or togas required. The witch craze swept across Europe from the 15th to the 17th century. Regions like Germany, Scotland, and France witnessed some of the most intense persecutions, deeply impacting their cultural history. In the midst of civil war and religious upheaval, Matthew Hopkins, a young man from Suffolk, declares himself the Witchfinder General, beginning a reign of terror in the name of purging society of witchcraft. Hopkins travels across eastern England, conducting witch trials that rely on dubious methods like the swimming test. His ruthless tactics and the climate of fear lead to the execution of around 100 women. As the witch hunts continued, some began to question Hopkins' methods and motives. Accusations of greed and abuse of power surfaced, leading to a decline in his influence. Hopkins' campaign abruptly ends in 1647, and he dies shrouded in mystery. His legacy, marked by fear and injustice, leaves a lasting imprint on the history of witch hunts in England. As the Enlightenment took hold, reason and scientific inquiry began to challenge superstitions. The witch hunts, once rampant, started to wane under the light of new thinking. Legal and social reforms, along with changing attitudes, gradually put an end to witch hunts. By the 18th century, most of Europe had ceased prosecuting witches. Today, the legacy of the witch hunts is revisited and reinterpreted. Memorials remind us of this dark past, while various movements reclaim and redefine the term witch, symbolizing empowerment and spiritual freedom. As we close the book on this eerie chapter of history, don't let our tales of the past become lost like forgotten spells. Give us a magical thumbs up if you enjoyed our journey through time, and subscribe to keep the cauldron of history bubbling with new stories every week. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of history, and remember, No broomsticks or crystal balls needed to join our adventures.